DiCostanzo.
Ain't nothing better than anticipation. Tonight's been playing over in my head. I'm getting tired of all the expectations. Waiting's the hardest part, like Tom Petty said. We couldn't loose like we were on a mission. The stars are shining, it's a perfect night. I see you dancing like a movie vision, taking over and I won't fight. That's because tonight, we've been waiting to see you. Tonight, we can't go wrong. It feels so right, just being here with you. We've been waiting for this moment all day long. Tonight, yeah, tonight. The moon is spinning like a disco ball. Everybody's dancing, it's a party, y'all. You move yourself in that graffiti sky. It makes me wonder if everything's gonna be alright. We just got rockin' now, we're rolling. Ain't going home until we closing. Wanna see the sun before you know it. And we won't wanna say goodbye. That's because tonight, been waiting to see you. Tonight, we can't go wrong. It feels so right, just being here with you. We've been waiting for this moment all day long. Tonight's the night we waited all week for. We're gonna take it till we just can't take no more. You better not wait up for me. Come on. That's because tonight, been waiting to see you. Tonight, we can't go wrong. It feels so right, just being here with you. We've been waiting for this moment all day long. Tonight, we can't go wrong. It feels so right, just being here with you. Tonight, waiting for this moment all day long. There's a girl in the backyard banging on her drum, waiting in a junk pile, laughing at the sun, singing, I just wanna be a rock star. There's a boy in the backseat singing to the song, playing on the radio, knowing he's the one singing, I just wanna be a rock star. Singing, I just wanna be a rock star. There's a girl in the treetops looking at the stars, waiting for a touchdown coming in from Mars, thinking, is there anybody out there? There's a boy thinking of her, playing his guitar, searching for the answer buried in his heart, thinking, is there anybody out there? Saying, is there anybody out there? If there's a meaning, can you show me a sign? The more I look, it just gets harder to find. The world is spinning and I wanna know why. Welcome to Connecting the Dots. tonight I'm gonna share some stories and songs with you about the people in my life that have made me who I am. But first, I would like to introduce this awesome band on stage. To my left on the drums, we've got David Silliman. On the bass, we've got Sean Murphy. On guitar, we've got Mike Rosengarten. We have my roommates and backup singers, Kyle Southern and Jasmine Smith. And on piano, and my musical director is Tracy Starr. Now we're all getting older, wishing we were young, hanging on to memories of what we could become, thinking, I was born to be a rock star. Singing, I just wanna be a rock star. Singing, I was born to be a rock star. If there's a meaning, can you show me a sign? When my other business gets harder to find, the world's spinning and I wanna know why. And maybe we will never figure it out. I got a feeling that's what life's all about. I'm learning anything is possible now. So take a ticket and get off the line. And take a ticket and get off the line. So take a ticket and get off the line. So take a ticket and get off the line. So take a ticket and get off the line. So take a ticket and get off the line. So take a ticket and get off the line. So take a ticket and get off the line. Singing, I was born to be a rock star. So, as I said, welcome to Connecting the Dots. So the dots all started in Rhode Island, and yes, it's actually a state. It's actually quite gorgeous by the ocean, but that's not where I grew up. I grew up in the northern part of the state, on a dead-end street in the middle of the woods next to a horse farm. But you know, we were only about like 30 minutes from the ocean, and actually Rhode Island is probably the only state where you can have a vacation home that's like 10 minutes away from your actual home. But we didn't have one of those either. We had a dog kennel, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I am largely who I am today because of my mother. She's here. She's right there. Her outlook on life has always been to put others before herself, and that is something that is so ingrained in me. And my mom is one of the hardest working people that I know, and that started for her at a young age. With a single mom growing up in Providence and a father who was into some Italian extracurriculars. But my grandmother was never easy on my mom. But she always did what she was supposed to do, and she was always on top of it. And I like to think that I'm the same way. I am my mother's child. But there is one place where our similarities differ, and that is technology. My mom struggles with technology. For the longest time, she would always call me into her bedroom at night and ask me to help her find the sleep timer on the TV. It was always just the timer button. But it's constant phone calls of, "Gee, can you do me a favor?" Or, "Gee, can you help me find Netflix?" Or, "Gee, can you help me send this email?" 40 minutes are essential. I'm a FaceTime with my mom tonight. She calls, I answer, and her hair is wet. Wet, hair is wet. I say, did you just shower? She says, how'd you guess? I said, your hair is wet. She says, oh yeah. I tell my boys I need some space, yeah. I'm a FaceTime with my mom tonight. She'll hold her iPhone 5 no further than 6 inches from her face, yeah. I'm a FaceTime with my mom tonight. She says, oh gee, did I tell you who died? Tell you who died. I sigh and say, no ma, you didn't. Who is it this time? How come you only call when someone dies? Watching as she looks for her glasses. I'm a FaceTime with my mom tonight. She'll tell me all about the season 6 finale of The Blacklist. I'm a FaceTime with my mom tonight. My mother's covering her camera with her thumb. I'll waste my time FaceTiming with my mom. My mother's covering her camera with her thumb. I'll waste my time FaceTiming with my mom. My mother's covering her camera with her thumb. I'll waste my time FaceTiming with my mom. My mother's covering her camera with her thumb. I'll waste my time FaceTiming with my mom. Love you, Mom. It's just for the comedy. So, my dad wasn't too far off, but my dad really was into Facebook. And so when he would come up from work every night, he would sit at the kitchen counter, open his laptop, and he would scour Facebook and post the most random shit ever, and stare out the window that he could see perfectly if any customers were coming into the driveway. Now it gets us to the family business part. And so, family business, it was not a construction company. So, our family business was a dog grooming and boarding kennel that was in our basement. And we specifically moved into that house because the 3-car garage was large enough to convert into said dog business. It's called Cozy Quarters Pet Inn. So from 1999 until now, we've had anywhere between 20 to 40 dogs, cats, birds, ferrets, hamsters, rabbits, you name it, we have it. It's there. And my dad, when I was younger, always wanted me to help him in the kennel. And now you're thinking, how fun. You get to play with the animals all day. And to that I say, you're absolutely fucking wrong. I hated it. It was smelly, it was gross, there was dog hair all over the place, not my vibe. And my dad was not so easy to work for. He had very high expectations. He would yell at me if my hands were in my pockets, and when I cracked my knuckles, he would say, "Stop snapping your fingers." But my dad was the best dog groomer. He was the president of the New England Pet Grooming Professionals, and he groomed everyone's dog. They called him Johnny D, or Johnny Dog. And, I mean, he groomed the mayor, not the mayor, the mayor of Let's get that straight. He groomed the mayor's dog. Laugh about it. That wasn't the joke. He groomed the mayor's dog, the chief of police, and until recently I found out he was also grooming the head of the Rhode Island Mafia's dog. Yeah, so everyone loved my dad, and he always tried to connect with me with animals. Because that's what he loved, and it was come work in the kennel, and no thanks. And so then we tried horseback riding, also not my vibe. And I actually remember this one story where I was deciding where to go to college. It was between Emerson College and Rhode Island College. And I remember my dad took me in his bedroom, and on the king-size bed was about $50,000 in cash. And he goes, Gian, look, this is how much it's gonna cost me for you to go to Emerson. And then he portions off a much smaller part and says, this is what it's gonna cost me for you to go to Rhode Island College. And if you go to Rick, I'll buy you a car. And a Subway. Yes. The sandwich shop. He wanted me to stay close to home so bad he was willing to invest in a Subway franchise. I went to Emerson. But everyone, my dad was cuckoo crazy, but everyone loved him. And unfortunately, in 2012, he passed away unexpectedly. I was 18, my sister was 11, and that really changed our lives forever. And his wake was 6 hours long. Over 1,000 people came to pay their respects from all walks of our life, and the line was through the funeral home and down the street. And that is the kind of effect that my dad had on his community, and those are some pretty big shoes to fill. We walked to the sea, just my father and me, and the dogs played around on the sand. Winter cold cut the air, hanging slow everywhere, dressed in gray. Did he say, hold my hand? I said, it's harder now, we're far away. We sat and watched the distant light, where two ships that pass in the night. We both smile when we say it's alright. We're still here, it's just that we're out of sight. Like those ships that pass in the night. There's a boat on the line where the sea meets the sky. There's another that follows behind, and it seems you and I are like strangers a wide ways apart as we drift on through time. He said it's harder now, we're far away. We only read you when you write. We're just ships that pass in the night, and we smile when we say it's alright. We're still here, it's just that we're outside. I'll make you proud of your boy. Believe me, bad as I've been, now you're in for a pleasant surprise. I've wasted time, I've wasted me. So say I'm slow for my age, a late bloomer, okay, I agree. And I've been one rotten kid, some sun, some pride, and some joy. But I'll get over these lousing up, messing up, screwing up times. You'll see, Ma, now comes the better part. Someone's gonna make good across his stupid heart. Make good and finally make you proud of your boy. When you're young, we take a lot of influence from our parents. And for example, music. My parents, parents from that generation, let's say first, were listening to, I don't know, probably Bruce Springsteen, U2, rock and roll, the divas of the 80s. My parents were listening to Josh Groban, Johnny Mathis, Il Divo, Andrea Bocelli, and as a little kid, I was fucking bored. I didn't like that at all. So because I was a little diva, we were always listening to my music, which of course was Disney. And Alan Menken really had a hold on my childhood. But there was one soundtrack that was non-Alan Menken that I was obsessed with, and that's Tarzan. Phil Collins just went so hard on that for no good reason. So when we would listen to my music, usually it was in the car and my mom was driving and also DJing. And I never learned the names of the songs, I just knew the track numbers on the album. So I'm in the back seat going, play number 4! Play number 7! Number 8! Don't skip it! Repeat it! Actually, Tracy, let's play the next one. Zabidab, zoobidoo, zabidab, zabidoo, zabidab, zabidab, zoobidoo, zabidab, zabidoo, zabidoo.